Hey everybody, Kevin Anthony here. In this video, I am going to be giving you 5 traits of a great lover. These are things that you want to make sure that you're doing if you want your partners to consider you a great lover. All right, before we do that, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I've got a ways to go to hit 100,000 subscribers, but I really want to do that in the next few months. So if you're watching these videos and you like my content and you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do so. It greatly helps educational content like this get shown to more people. Okay, so a while back, quite a while back, Selena and I did a podcast titled 14 Qualities of a Good Lover, and that was episode 162. I suggest if you want the full list of all 14 that you go check that out. It is on the Love Lab podcast playlist here on YouTube. But I'm going to give you five that I think are maybe 5 of the more important ones that you should master. So here we go. Number 1, you're confident, not afraid to be vulnerable. So a great lover has confidence in their ability to show up in the bedroom. And you don't have to be overconfident. You don't have to be cocky about it. But one of the things that is a turnoff for women is when a guy doesn't show up as confident. In other words, doesn't know what he wants, is constantly, oh, well, what do you want to do? Or how do you want it? And doesn't take charge in the bedroom. So to be truly a great lover, you want to be confident. Now, again, doesn't mean being cocky, doesn't mean, just showing up with your own agenda and ignoring your partner. But you do want to show up with some confidence, like, hey, I got this. I know what to do. I've got some great ideas. How about we do this? Oh, no? Okay, you're not in the mood for that? Fine. How about we do this over here? You really want to show up as being confident and also not afraid to be a little bit vulnerable. I mean, lovemaking is a vulnerable position for both parties involved, more so for the women, but you want to be able to show a little bit of that vulnerability. So that is number 1. Number 2, you communicate your needs and you listen to your partner. This is so important. I can't tell you how many times I have worked with people, both men and women, and together as couples, when they describe a situation in which something didn't work well for them in their sex life, you ask them questions like, okay, well, this is what you say you needed. Did you voice that? Did you actually ask your partner for it? Well, no. You'll get, well, I just thought he knew. Or you'll get, well, no, but, she should have just known. We don't go with those assumptions. Neither of us are mind readers. If you have a need, you need to speak up and clearly communicate it. On the other side, you need to be listening to your partner so that when they do communicate these things to you, you hear them. Remember, lovemaking is a give and take. It is a back and forth. It is a co-creation of the two people that are making love, or more possibly. But you get the idea. You have to voice what it is that you need. You have to communicate it, and you have to be listening to other people's communications and what they need. And that back and forth that's created will avoid a lot of problems in the bedroom and make your experience much, much better. All right, number 3. You enjoy giving pleasure as much as you enjoy receiving it. Oh, this is a big one. This is one where I see a lot of men go wrong. They're in it for their own pleasure, and they're, in a sense, taking from their partners. Even when they're giving. I can't tell you how many times Selena and I have had clients, male clients, tell us, I'm a giver. I'm such a giver. All I do is give, and she doesn't appreciate it. That's because the giving is really a receiving. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's say you're giving a massage. When you're giving a massage to your partner and you're giving out of the love of giving, it means that you're giving it to them, not because you're necessarily deriving pleasure from it, but because you know your partner is receiving pleasure from it. As opposed to a lot of these men who the only reason they do the things they do with their partner in the bedroom is because they themselves receive pleasure out of it. So if your main or only goal for giving to somebody is because you're receiving pleasure, then that's not really the way you want to do it. And trust me, women are very intuitive. They can tell. And that's why they often have issues and they come to seek help from us, because they're like, something's not working right. I know he's like kind of doing all the things, but it's not working for me. It's not working because really they're taking instead of giving. So if you can make that switch, and you can get as much pleasure and satisfaction from the pure joy of giving, even though it's not necessarily giving you a physical pleasure, right? Then your partner will feel that and they will enjoy that and they will be able to relax more into the receiving. You know, a lot of times women are so concerned with us men and, you know, oh, he's been down there for so long and I'm worried that he's going to get tired or he doesn't want to do it anymore. If they know that you are really enjoying the giving part, then they can let go and relax into the receiving part, which means they can have more enjoyment. They can build more sexual energy, which they will gladly return to you. Number 4, you're fully present in the moment with good eye contact. Oh, this is very, very important. This is a key skill to being a sexual master, and it's called presence. It's called being 100% present in the moment of what you are doing and who you are doing it with. That means making eye contact. That means communication. That doesn't mean getting lost in fantasy with your eyes closed, thinking about some porn that you saw. Or even if you're thinking about the person you're with, but you're thinking about some pastime or something that you want to do, but your eyes are closed and you're not really paying attention to them. Your partner can feel that. Now, I often talk about this in the sense of the women feeling that the man is disconnected. And women can absolutely feel that. But it works both ways also. As a male, I can tell if my partner is disconnected. If she's too far off into fantasy land, that's generally not a good thing. Now, there are times when I actually want her to do that, where I tell her, don't worry about me. I'm just giving to you because I enjoy giving. Just if you want to close your eyes, if you want to kind of drift into fantasy, if whatever it is you want to do, go for it. But that's not all the time. If I'm making love with a woman, I really want her to be present with me just as much as I know she wants me to be present with her. So that really is a master skill. All right. And number 5, as a man, you need to be able to last as long as you want. You cannot be a great lover unless you have control over your ejaculation. Now, look, mileage will vary. Some days this will be easier than others. Some days you'll be a rock star. Some days you'll be, no, maybe not a beginner, but an intermediate. The point is, nobody's performance is exactly the same all the time. And you will have times where you're tired, you're not feeling well, whatever, your body just doesn't work the way that you want it to. But the majority of the time, you should have control over your ejaculation. You should be able to take your woman on a journey, a multi-orgasmic journey of waves and peaks and valleys of orgasmic bliss. If you can do that, she will look at you like the most amazing lover she has ever had, because you probably will be the most amazing lover that she has ever had. So there you go. There are 5 traits of a great lover. How many of them are you doing? And if you're not, I challenge you to try to do as many of them as you can. In fact, I suggest that you go listen to episode 162 of the Love Lab podcast, titled 14 Qualities of a Good Lover, and see how many of those 14 you are actually doing.